Good morning, and happy Thursday, everybody. This is Arlene Hughes coming to you live from Atlanta, GA. I want to thank you all for hopping on the call today. Now let's kick off this great day together as we hear more on how to break records in life. Spread the word now, guys. There's still time for others to hop on. You know what we say, come one, come all. Now it's time to recognize some record breakers. Guys, we want to say welcome to new member Nicole Galinda. You are in the right place at the right time. We also want to say congratulations to Iris Sayasissima. Yes, she hit senior rep. And for those out there in WB, you know what that means. Congratulations. We also want to say congrats to Miss Kathy McGowan. Kathy just had the birth of her first son. Congratulations, Mommy. For all the young kids out there in their first day of school, we want to say congratulations on starting that day. That's going to be the start of a successful year in education and fun and new memories. Congratulations, little ones. Want to say congratulations to Brianna King. She did it, guys. She hit 1 star. Congratulations. We also want to take the time to say congratulations to Miss Tequila Fluellen. Great job coming on board to our awesome club. Guys, we celebrate all kinds of people as they head to the beaches of the world. We want to give a shout out right now also to Janika Danae Nash Litzy. Guys, she's been sharing the people with many. She had a great party with friends and family and did a great job. Now, guys, we want to just for a second say, let's lift up in prayer the city of El Paso and Dayton, Ohio, as they all heal from what tragedy has happened in their city. We know God is still in control, and we send prayers out to all of those families. Now we're going to go ahead, guys, and we're going to go ahead and start off with the rest of the program and kick off the next part of our program, and that is the one who leads us in becoming a record breaker. So I want to go ahead and bring on this guy. He is a father and a husband. He's run 4 different companies. He was featured in Time Magazine. He's been on TV, radio, newspapers, I don't know how many magazines. Served in the United States Marines for 9 years and has helped over 200 girls capture collegiate scholarships. He's a national trainer and mentor to many, and he's also a 100K ring earner. Guys, let's welcome Dale Hughes to the call. Hey, Dale, are you here?
You know I am. Appreciate that, and I echo your sentiments for the families in both Dayton and El Paso, and they are lifted up in our prayers. For everybody else on the call, good morning, good day, great rising, great day. We'd like to begin by acknowledging God. We're going to have our scripture here, and family, the scripture of the day today comes from Psalms, the 119th chapter, the 105th verse. It reads as follows: Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. That comes from Psalms 119th verse, the 119th chapter, 105th verse. For everybody else on the call, Good morning. Let's get started. You are listening to How to Break Records in Life. I'm your host, Del Hughes. We conduct this call weekdays, 7:25 a.m. to 7:55 a.m. We hope to add just a little bit of value to your life by starting it off with a little inspiration. And family, we're going to go ahead and jump right in this morning. Our focus, our topic of the day is 9 successful business leaders and their tips for selling anything to anybody. 9 successful business leaders and their tips for selling anything to anybody. Family, all of you know out there, nothing in life happens without a sale. I can't remember who said it. Yes, I do. Now I do. As a matter of fact, it was Ben Affleck in the movie Boiler Room. He said, every single conversation, somebody's selling something. Every single conversation, there's a sale. And nothing happens without a sale. Believe it or not, you, yes, you listening to this broadcast right now, you are a salesperson yourself. Whether you're convincing your kids to do their homework, are you putting your best foot forward for a job interview, or whether you're running a business, you are selling something all the time. You're trying to convince somebody that a particular television show is the best. You're trying to convince somebody that they should go and buy a certain type of shoe from a certain type of store. It just happens. And so what I did here was seek out some sales ninjas and try and become the best salesperson alive. So here are some individuals you may or may not know, but they are tops among the tops in their fields, and we're going to see what they have to say about becoming the best salesperson out there, being able to sell anything to anybody. The first person we're going to go ahead and look to for advice is Kara Golden. Now, Kara Golden is the founder and the CEO of Hint, Inc. She's the creator of the Kara Network. It's a digital resource for entrepreneurs, and she's the host of the show Unstoppable. It's a podcast. You can follow her on Instagram or on Twitter. Well, Kara says the first thing you should do is be passionate about what you're selling. Be passionate about whatever it is you're trying to sell. She says, I believe the best salespeople have a true passion for what they're selling. It's really on you to tap into and deliver an authentic and persuasive narrative, and that'll become second nature. If you can make an emotional connection with the buyer and take the time to know who they are and what they want, an initial sale becomes a long-term customer. With Hint, for instance, her show, I'm passionate about our mission to make it easy and enjoyable to lead a healthier lifestyle. Our water helps you fall in love with water. The taste is amazing and flavored with fruit essence, and it contains no sugar, diet sweeteners, or preservatives. It's good for you, and it makes you feel good. Now, it's interesting. When you're looking at the top salespeople out there, one of the first things that they do, family, is they provide this consultative method of just coaching their prospects through what's going to be best for them. And Kara here, she's got a product where she's making the entire human race just a little bit healthier, helping everybody live just a little bit longer. And she provides consultative selling in terms of what you can do to make your day just a little bit better through the sale of her water. Now, the second person we're going to look at is Dan Lok. Dan Lok is the Chinese-Canadian serial entrepreneur. He's a global educator. He's an international best-selling author. He wrote the book Unlock It. He's a 2-time TEDx opening speaker, and he's the founder of Closers.com. Closers.com. and that connects companies to closers. So Dan decided that the number two thing you can do to make sure you can sell anything to anybody is sell with your ears and not your mouth. He says the number one mistake salespeople make, they talk too much. I noticed myself doing this just last night. I had a prospect on the phone. It was 11 o'clock at night. It was after 11. And I noticed I was just talking way too much. And I said, Dell, shut up. But Dan goes on to say, don't sell with your mouth. Sell with your ears. It's about listening, not talking. The less you talk, the more you make. Ask questions that begin a conversation. That'll help you discover what your prospects' needs are. What are their motivations? What are their pain points? Many salespeople, they push things on you, but a master doesn't. He doesn't push at all. They pull. They don't sell. They make you want to buy. They uncover your problem, and they present a solution. And they present that solution in a manner that makes you want to jump into action. So the sale is a natural conclusion. At the end of the conversation, your prospect should be thanking you. That's brilliant. The third person that we're going to hear from this morning, her name is Katrina Ruth. Now, Katrina is the founder and the CEO of the Katrina Ruth Show. It's a multi-million-dollar online coaching business for entrepreneurs. She decides the third thing you can do to make sure you can sell anything to anybody is to focus on your mindset and your beliefs. Now, she goes on to say, in my experience, building a business to multiple seven-figure success is 100% mindset and beliefs. You need strategy too, but that follows. Cultivate the belief that you can sell anything to anybody. Decide that you only sell with integrity, knowing that what you're selling is a great service and a value. Then do the work to bring that belief to life. Messaging is in its primary form is a form of marketing. Your message should connect to people, to what they believe and what matters to them. When we hear something true from another person's soul, we have this emotional response. So believe that you can sell anything to anyone, that you should and do, and then know that it's the right thing to do and follow through with an aligned action. It's more effective and it's more fun this way. Absolutely brilliant. Belief in what you're selling is paramount if you're going to be amongst the top salespeople out there. And this morning we're focusing on sales because a lot of us here in some form we're entrepreneurs. You guys are focused on becoming successful. It's the entire reason you tune into the show. This is about personal development. This is about growing to be better tomorrow than you were yesterday. And at the end of the day, sales is just a part of what we do on a day-to-day basis. But a lot of us are involved in WV. And if you're not sure what WV is, get back with the person who invited you on this call. They will be super excited to explain it to you. But at the end of the day, as you're sitting down, you're talking with people, you've got to believe in what it is that you're sharing with them. At the end of the day, the higher the level of your belief, the more genuine you're going to come off. It's just something that all of us possess, this intuition. We can tell whether or not people they're speaking to us with this line of underlying thoughts, these ulterior motives. And guys, faith and belief, it is everything. Now, the next person we're going to hear from, this is a guy named Andreas Pira. Andreas Pira. Now, Andreas, he is a real estate developer. He's the founder of this and the CEO of Blue Horizon Developments. And he's the author of Homeless to Billionaire, the 18 Principles of Wealth Attraction and Creating Unlimited Opportunity. Now, the title of that book should tell you a great deal about this guy, knowing how to become successful, from homeless to billionaire. Well, Andreas, he goes on, and his topic, the fourth thing we're going to talk about here this morning, is practice affirmations and visualizations. This will help you sell anything to anybody. Now, he says, when I first started in real estate sales, I would scribble messages on my palms. When driving to the office, I would look at my hands on the steering wheel and see BS, meaning best salesperson. Then I'd repeat to myself, I'm the best salesperson in Thailand. Think of all the things you do each day without conscious thought. Your mind is mostly a subconscious machine. Daily affirmations program your mind with the right thoughts and the right behaviors to achieve your goals. Create small cues to reaffirm those positive thoughts throughout your day. It's also important to visualize your goals in vivid detail using clear mental images. Picture your success in full color detail with the people, the things, the places that you want. Tap into the feeling. Tap into the feeling that you have after you've succeeded. Over time, you'll create your own best reality. Now that right there is probably the most effective tool I've heard so far. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Andreas. The next person we hear from, these moguls in business, this is Kerry Shull. Now, Kerry is the founder of the Kerry Shull team, which has sold over $2 billion in properties. She's a co-founder of real estate coaching business called Hyperfast Agent. Now, Kerry is going to bring us our fifth tool, fifth of the 9. Ask the right questions. She says, being an exceptional salesperson is about asking the right questions, followed by more of the right questions. It's that simple. You must care about how your potential customer feels about themselves and the world. Only then can you improve their lives with whatever you're selling. And that's what sales is all about. The next person we hear from is Dottie Herman. Now, Dottie, she's the CEO of Douglas Elliman, a real estate brokerage empire with more than $27 billion in annual sales. $27 billion, family. So she says, our number 6 topic, be the seller that you would buy from. She says the greatest salespeople aren't born that way. They become great. They don't just sell their product or their service either. They sell themselves. If someone doesn't like and trust you, they won't buy from you. I secured a $7 million loan to buy my company with no money in the bank because others believed in me. A great salesperson understands who they're selling to. They anticipate their clients' needs, and they do whatever it takes to meet them where they are. They offer something of value. They underpromise and they overdeliver. Be the seller you would buy from, flexible, accommodating, and tough, but fair. Both the buyer and the seller should walk away feeling good about that transaction. If you handle the sale professionally and with integrity, you'll earn more than money. You'll gain trust and friendship, and maybe most importantly, future business. Absolutely. Brilliance again. The next person, family, and the seventh thing that we'll hear from, seventh tool that'll help you sell anything to anyone, comes from Patch Baker. Now, Patch, he's the founder and the CEO of Mobius Media Solutions. He's a former, well, that's written wrong. It was going to say former U.S. Marine, but those of us who are Marines know once a Marine, always a Marine. He's a U.S. Marine, former active duty, with a mission to help people leave the military today and not feel abandoned tomorrow. He says, you don't always need to negotiate $1 million contract in person. And the title of his tool is Take Advantage of Video. Take advantage of video. Nice. He says, but you shouldn't do it over the phone. His secret is video calls. He's closed deals for more than $1 million over Skype. Over Skype. And when you can see the other person's demeanor, their gestures, their facial expressions, you can be more open and clear than you ever could be over the phone. And you can see whether or not they're taking notes. You can see if they're confused, if they're distracted. If so, I'll pause and I'll make sure they're ready to continue. Video calls help build a relationship when you can't meet face-to-face. You have to win friends and influence people quickly, but don't force it. If I resonate with a person, great. But if I don't feel comfortable with them on a video chat, then I won't work with them. Visual contact is clear communication, and it's key. It's so simple, but it's also very effective. Outstanding. The next tool and the next business superstar we hear from is a guy named Jeremy Harbour. Now, Jeremy, he's an investor and mergers and acquisitions expert. He's the founder and CEO of Unity Group and Harbor Club. As we listen to him, his topic, his tool is build rapport. This will help you sell anything to anyone. Focusing on the buyer's motivation is key to sales. Invest in building rapport with them, and then find their itch and scratch it. He says, I started selling watches for 99 cents in a market stall. Then I sold amusement machines for thousands. Then telecommunications contracts for tens of thousands and small businesses for hundreds of thousands. Now I sell companies for tens of millions. And the process and rapport are basically the same. The effort required to sell a company isn't so different from selling a telecommunications contract. Nice. And family, the ninth tool that'll help you sell anything to anyone comes from Mark Bloom. Now, Mark Bloom, he's a president at Net Worth Realty. It's ranked by Glassdoor among the best places to work for the last, 2 consecutive years. And he goes on to say, to master any skill, and his title is creating urgency and practice that daily. He says to master any skill, you have to practice it daily. So review your closing skills every chance you get. Learn how to legitimately convey or create this sense of urgency. The more urgency a buyer has, the more imperative it is that you close quickly. And when people believe that they have time to act, they will almost always take that time. Show them the downside of wasted time and that there's limited supply. Educate them on the demand in the market. Let the buyer know that their reluctance to act might cost them the value that they seek if someone else acts first. Family, those are 9 tools you can use to be able to sell anything to anybody. And here I sought out 9 superstars to give some tips on exactly how to do that. Now, number 4, and possibly my favorite on the list, was use affirmations and visualization. We make declarations on this show every single day. If you can picture in your mind's eye you winning at the highest level, if you can speak those words into existence, you actually get into the feeling of how it would be to actually get that promotion, to walk the stage, to hit that rank, to earn that paycheck. Man, number 1, you're gonna encourage the release of some endorphins right then that cause you just have a better day. But number 2, you're going to speak things into existence as though they were, even though they are not. We do this every day, and we encourage you to do this along with us. Family, we say the first one the same every day. We start by saying, I am a child of the light, and you are. I inspire everyone I come in contact with, and you can. I am a leader. I'm not afraid because I know how the story ends. I am highly driven and I am highly motivated to succeed. I am fully dedicated to growing my wealth. I am capable of selling anything to anyone at any time. I am on the path to abundance. I am already rich. I am already wealthy. Money comes to me all the time in all sorts of ways. I have unbreakable confidence in myself. I will think positively and create a wonderful life for myself. I will leave a positive legacy for my family that lasts for generations to come. Family, I hope you said those out loud, and I hope you said them with conviction, with emotion. It's a big deal to me. I believe in speaking into existence your own life. Family, here's the deal. At the end of the day, we all have a responsibility to create the life that God created us to live. And, man, it's not as hard as you think. You don't have to know how the answer comes to you. You just have to, well, know that God has the answer. And so we end this call with a joke every day. I believe laughter is the most potent medicine there is out there. We need to wind up helping each other laugh and smile. You never know what anybody else is going through. And so there was these 2 drunks, and they're in a bar getting lit. That's for you, Rhea Ridley. Anyway, one of them needs to go to the restroom. And he goes to the restroom, and his partner, who's still at the bar, hears him scream. And so he runs into the bathroom, and he says, "Brother, what's wrong?" And the guy says, "Man, every time I flush this toilet, something reaches up and grabs me." And then his friend said, "You big dummy. You're drunk. You're sitting on a mop bucket. You're flushing the mop." Family, I hope that put a smile on your face. You've been listening to How to Break Records in Life. I'm your host, Del Hughes. We conduct this call weekdays, 7:25 a.m. to 7:55 a.m. We hope we got you to work safely. We hope you're on the call tomorrow. We hope you share this with someone if you had or got any value out of it at all. At the end of the day, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, have faith, stay the course. Have faith, stay the course. Take care, family.